Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Bible Study Minute. Today we're taking a look at the final chapters of James, James chapters 3 through 5. And in these chapters, James covers a lot of ground, talking about a lot of different topics. But if we take a look at it, we really see an overarching theme of what's being talked about. And what he's talking about is that these believers have divided loyalties. On the one hand, they are trying to serve God, but on the other hand, they're still trying to live for themselves. And if we go back to James chapter 1, we see him talking about how they need to pray to God for wisdom, but they can't be double-minded about it. And then that theme just kind of plays out in how he talks about these different things, whether it be the tongue being prideful, or even like how those who are waiting for the Lord and being oppressed by the rich and all that kind of stuff. So let's talk about that a little bit. So divided loyalties, what does that really mean? It means that, like, on the one hand, you've got people that are trying to serve God, but then on the other hand, they're still trying to live for themselves and do things their own way. So when it comes to the tongue, you've got people that on one moment they're talking about and praising God, then in the next moment they're demeaning their brother or sister, which is something that God has created in his own image and likeness, which makes no sense. And then we talk about fighting with our brother and really just kind of digging into them and judging them for different things instead of making ourselves to be God in place of him, judging others and just kind of living that kind of life instead of drawing near to God and drawing closer to him and really showing us that the more we draw closer to God, it allows our heart to be transformed more into his image, and that's really what's going to change us. And really, that's kind of what we see happening here is James really encouraging these believers to push in to God in their relationship with him and focusing on the godly wisdom instead of seeking the worldly wisdom and how that interacts, and having it play out in such a sense to where we're not really more worried about our own plans, but more concerned about God and the things that he wants in our life. So the takeaway for us is really the same, is that what James 4:8 tells us, to draw near to God and he will draw near to us. So that means taking our relationship with him seriously, digging into the word, taking time to pray, not just us talking to him, but actually taking time to be quiet and listen to what he has to say back to us. And just all of that. And the more time we spend with him, and it should be something that we want to do daily, where each day we should want to draw closer to God, more near to God than we were the day before. And if we do that, then we continue to push aside those divided loyalties, and the things that we want to do become less prominent, and the things that he wants for our life become more prominent. So that's the thought that I want to leave you with today. And until next time, grace and peace.